This your first time using a microphone? I mean, not a microphone, a microwave? That's sending electromagnetic waves. This telephone, that's sending electromagnetic waves and radiation. What it is, what it be, what it do. One-on-one crew is Amber 101, and we back here with another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to exploring the secret U.S. government town with no internet and phone service. So they don't have no internet or phone service. So this should be interesting. Let's get into it.
One of the most mysterious places in America hides itself in these woods, far away from the public eye in one of the most enchanting mountain ranges in the country, the Appalachian Mountains, home to age-old myths and modern ghost stories. Within these mountains, there is also a hidden border they call the Quiet Zone, an area where technologies like Wi-Fi, cell phone service, and even microwaves are illegal. But why? In a time where we are reachable anywhere we go, how are some people within this border living completely disconnected? And what lies behind this invisible border? Well, on a quest to piece together some of the mysteries surrounding this place, Staffan and I decided to make the journey to this extremely remote area and explore all corners of this quiet zone. But as there are no airports anywhere near this place, we first had to fly to Washington, D.C. to then do the long and remote drive deep through Virginia and then further into West Virginia to go investigate to see if we could find some of the characters that live here and uncover some of the mysteries surrounding this place.
Into the quiet zone.
Roads are getting smaller and smaller, and we are still an hour and a half away. For the next 50 minutes, and we've already been driving for 15 minutes, there's no town to stop in, which is wild. I've never seen that in my life before, to be like this rural. We're gonna stop in the last town really before it and see if we can find a place to stay there. We have not had service for the last hour, which is crazy.
What a view. What a view. 45 minutes away from the quiet zone.
But we are now rolling into the first village that we have seen over the last hour.
Vamonos. We're gonna go and explore. What was the name of the town? Monterey.
We are making the executive decision to stay in the last town before we head to this place. This is the only hotel. Monterey, a peaceful escape. Oh, it's closed. This is the only place to stay in this entire area, so.
Hello, hello. My name is Staffan, and I'm from Sweden and would love to stay at your place. Yes,
and you are in Sweden?
No, we are in Monterey, actually outside the door here. We saw a phone number.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was like, that's a long way away for you to come. I just ran across the street to get some food. I will be back in 2 minutes. And
Amazing,
I'll
yeah.
be at the front door.
Yep.
Hey guys,
Hello, hello.
welcome to Monterey. Are you lost?
Yeah, we're lost. Staffan.
Nice to meet you.
For her to say that is crazy.
Nice to meet you, thank you.
They don't have microwaves in Green Bank. They're not allowed.
Really? Wow.
We have a couple that's moving from Green Bank to here. He was talking to his wife on the phone. He goes, honey, I used the microwave today. And she's like, yay!
Oh my gosh. Guys, this is mind-blowing. I swear I say that in every video. But for real, this your first time using a microphone? I mean, not a microphone, a microwave? Like, are you serious right now? Like, this is crazy.
Putting the offline maps before losing service for good, we somehow ran into a subscriber working for the inn we spent the night at.
This is one of the most interesting conversations we had in a long, long time. We met Kate, who is from the Yes fam. It's beautiful in Monterey. In this, I'm getting goosebumps now. That how did this happen? And what did you say that when people don't have access to internet?
They keep historic traditions really alive. A lot of people are stuck in the past, but you also get people who move here because they like that it don't have anything else infiltrating your mind. You'll get a lot of creative people, scientists, you get a lot of people who are watching nature in a different way because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
What?
We
You heard her say infiltrating your mind, right? Where my tin hat people at? You know those conspiracy theorists that feel like that type of technology has interference physically with your brain, with your mind. Like, she's saying some stuff, but she's saying some stuff without saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was mostly just people that were, interested in being completely disconnected, but it sounds like it's a whole range of people who have decided to move here. I mean, you also decided to move here,
Yeah.
which is fascinating.
I have to drive an hour to the grocery store.
An hour?
Yeah, and I have to drive an hour and a half to go to school when I go to classes. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wait, so Uber Eats doesn't deliver here?
Oh,
What are your plans today?
I was just working here today.
Because we're obviously like a little lost puppies here, and you seem to be very knowledgeable of this area. It'd be awesome if we could explore a bit with you.
Yeah, I would die. I've been a fan for like a decade. I saw the names actually on the reservation. I was like, this can't be. I need to ask my boss.
Okay. What are we doing?
I have a question, brother. We've been bonding, and you felt that Kate would be an amazing guide for us.
Yes, she would. She knows everything about this area.
But we know that, she's committed working here and whatnot. So we wanted to know if there's any flexibility today or tomorrow for her to join us a bit. You're the boss, so...
Do you want to go? You get her into any trouble, I will kick your ass.
Yeah.
She's like my mother.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and go.
How long have you been watching YesTheory?
Since 2016, so I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Yes, you're getting old. We all are.
Well. Okay, so now we're heading to Greenbank, the quiet zone.
Let's do it.
Do we need to send any final messages before we lose service?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
There were multiple mysteries around this town called Greenbank that we were hoping
That
to
is so
uncover the
beautiful
truth
out there,
behind.
though.
Why was the border created? And who were the people that lived inside of it? We'd also heard that multiple people had moved to this town as a haven because of their hypersensitivity to electromagnetic signals. So as we prepared to...
Didn't I just say this? Like, it's like a whole... I won't even just... Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't say that it's a conspiracy theory. Because it is some truth behind it. There has been some scientific research behind it. Like the electromagnetic waves or something like that. Affects... It, like, radiates. We all know this happens from our cell phone. That's why they say... don't sleep with your cell phone under your pillow or under your, head or whatever while you're sleeping. But it's some truth behind this stuff, man.
To cross the border into the quiet zone and lose service for the next 48 hours, we put together a checklist of the things we were hoping to understand by the end of this adventure.
Are there a lot of abandoned buildings around here?
There's a ton. I'm guessing a little diner. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was some sort of little store. It's been abandoned for a long time, I'd say.
Let's just peek inside. Whoa.
On this episode, we do breaking and entering.
People have guns in this area, right?
It's actually pretty interesting to step back in time and imagine and try to find clues what was here. A lot of toys, clothes, this machine here.
Wow.
Abandoned places have this universal smell, a mix of mold. And humidity.
Gotta be mold. That's crazy.
Feels like we're gonna stumble upon
Just
a lot of
abandoned,
quests on
like
this
they
trip.
just left it.
No service, meaning that we have entered the quiet.
But ain't it kind of scary though? Like the things that could happen. Like don't forget, people have free will. Like that, anything can happen. Not to be negative Nancy, but gee, like anything could happen. Like how can you reach? I guess, you know, when you don't have service, you know, your phone still can dial out to 911. But I guess that's one way to look at it. But even on the bright side of things, like, I wouldn't want to be able to not pick up my phone and just take, you know, I don't know. I guess you can still take pictures and whatnot, but this is interesting.
So we can't fly the drone here. Microwaves are not allowed.
That's what I'm
Cell phone service
saying.
doesn't exist.
And on a serious note, people have like guns and stuff here, so.
Well, we are in West Virginia now, so I will say, just like, don't f around. Like,
It's so empty. Like that houses have been built, but that nobody's here.
there's a reason I only have like 2 friends.
It's probably not like this, but I have a feeling, you know, when we're walking here that people are looking out the window and watching us, you know.
With no town center, essentially only roads with individual houses, we didn't know where to start to meet anybody. So we decided to approach this local church that Kate told us are often left unlocked.
I mean, be respectful, but they leave the doors open in churches so that you can pray.
The Appalachian Mountains and culture is unique for many reasons, one of them being their music. So we were really hoping to encounter some musicians on this trip, but we didn't know we had one with us. Our adventure partner Kate, it turns out, is an aspiring singer of Appalachian music, a rare kind that few still know how to perform. Despite being afraid of taking the leap, her dream is to become a singer of this music, and she was brave enough to sing us a piece.
We just sat and talked about like songs, and you asked me about a hymn, and I did a song in a Swedish hymn.
You missed a Swedish hymn. It was good.
I'm not singing that one.
Take your time, no pressure.
Was in that merry month of May when the green leaves they were swelling. That William Green on his deathbed lay for the love of Barbary Island. He sent his men into the town to the place where she was dwelling. Saint William.
This is the type of music you would hear on like a, gee, I'm not trying to be funny, like a slavery movie, like in the B-roll footage. But she can sing though, no lie.
I'm sick and he sends for you if your name be Barbary Island. Oh mother, make my bed, go make it soft and narrow. Young Williams died for me today, I'll die for him tomorrow.
Wow.
That was good.
That was amazing.
So beautiful.
Your voice is so unique.
It's mountain music. I love it.
Beautiful.
How did we meet you this morning?
I don't know.
As we officially cross over into the quiet zone, our real exploration begins. Established in 1958, the US government banned any radio transmissions or service in this area to perform sensitive scientific research, as well as national security operations throughout various government facilities, most notably known by the public by this machine, the world's largest rotating telescope, playing a pivotal role in mapping what our galaxy looks like, as well as in the search for extraterrestrial life. This observatory and area is certainly home to lots of mystery. The locals who live here never had to adapt to life with internet and phone service, as they never had it, and may be one of the few places left on Earth, certainly in the West, living off the grid like this. Because of this unique characteristic, this area has attracted Nobel Prize-winning scientists, US government officials, but also people who seek digital disconnection due to sensitivities to the frequencies now all over our cities. As we approached essentially the only gift shop in the area, also serving food, we were quite eager to meet some locals.
Hi.
Where y'all from?
Sweden?
Sweden?
Yeah.
My Lord.
Far away.
Home.
Yeah, far away.
Notice how you ain't seen a black person yet. But I will say this, it seems kind of like homely. Every place that they go, it seems kind of like tight and knit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that. How am I trying to say this? It just seems very homely, like. But I still haven't seen a black person yet, and that's scary.
You guys are the first locals that we're meeting here, so we're excited about that. You guys live without internet, though.
Pretty well, you can get it, but it's illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
It was implemented once they built this observatory, right?
Observatory bought everything out up through there in 1964. I don't know how they stopped the signal, but somehow they stopped the signal. There's a humming noise, and they don't know what that is.
Humming noise in the mountain, like coming from the mountain. So, what do you think the best part about living in quiet zone is?
Definitely the quiet, outdoor lifestyle, people, close-knit community, a lot of nights by fire pits, and
that's lovely.
Quiet. It's easy to find yourself here.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's very safe here.
Yeah.
Well, other than if you get hurt, it could take the ambulance quite a bit of time to get to you if you had a real emergency, but...
This place is like a gathering area?
Yep, but if there are storms and power outages and stuff like that, people come here to get information on what roads are closed, and you know, if anybody needs help, they know to call here.
Yeah. You need a center where people can gather, right? Yeah.
Because you can't really text or write in a Facebook group.
Yeah. This place is the Facebook group chat. It's starting to feel really nice.
They probably don't even know what it is.
Yeah, man.
I'm not getting any messages.
They
So
just
the first few hours, I was it was stressful. I kept checking my phone. Now it's just like it's freeing because I have no choice. It's like, okay, nice.
Yep.
We're just gonna be in this.
And before we knew it, the telescope was just around the corner.
That is the observatory.
Wow, it's so massive.
It's like the most rural landscape right in front of the most like spooky, futuristic looking.
Yeah, man. What are you feeling witnessing this?
This is amazing.
Isn't it trippy?
It is trippy.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Stop on. Nice to meet you. What a beautiful thing to have in your garden, a telescope.
240 some feet across. It's the biggest rotating one in the world, I guess.
Really?
It'll rotate eventually.
You see it move?
Yeah, if you come back in like an hour, it might be going that way.
Wow. This is one! On someone's property! I thought we didn't get shot! The highest contrast visual I've ever had in my life. A farm with cow poop everywhere, and then the largest rotating telescope in the world. This is the best shot I've ever filmed in my life.
Something in the air.
How are you? We're looking to get to the observatory.
Like literally like 200 yards.
Okay, amazing.
That way.
Do you work here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, amazing.
How would you summarize the telescope? What is it?
It's a way for us to look at the universe, to expand human knowledge ultimately. It's a pretty good way to spend your day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Green Bank Observatory.
With all of our side quests, we arrived at the observatory near closing time, but the staff told us we were still allowed to walk to them on our own. We just couldn't bring any form of technology anywhere near them, which meant leaving our cameras and cell phones behind, and instead, we could only capture what the telescope was like up close on a disposable camera. The dish is 100 meters in diameter, just over 2.3 acres, and was built to reflect radio waves coming in from space onto this receiver. The entire structure weighs 7,600 metric tons and can be steered to look at any point in the sky, making this the largest steerable radio telescope on Earth. To be able to pick up on things so far, this telescope is extremely sensitive, enough to pick up the energy released by a snowflake hitting the ground. This is why the National Quiet Zone was created, to prevent any interference from getting in the way of these far-away signals. The surrounding Allegheny Mountains also help to keep out any signals coming from elsewhere in the country. As we made our way out of the observatory, we were about to have another serendipitous moment by running into the most important person in Green Bank. But before we do that, we'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp, who are offering 10% off your first month with the link in the description below.
Therapy can give you a safe lane. For me, who in my life has been mission to make video chat audience can communicate form for personal. If you'd like to start by clicking the link in the description, suits your needs. One of the best features, perfect match for you. Feel like you want to learn some new
YesTheory to get 10% off.
May I ask you a question? How are you today?
All right, now back to Green Bank.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
May I ask you a question? How are you today?
Well, thank you.
Do you work here at the center?
Oh, yes.
Oh, amazing.
It's research in astronomy.
Yeah.
And it's open to any qualified scientist around the world. It's like if you want a grant, you write a proposal. Here the proposal is time on the telescope, to use the telescope.
What kind of role are you within and what are you working here with?
I was director and then chief scientist for a number of years.
Wow.
I'm retired, but I have an office and all the support to do my research, so I'm doing research full time now.
That's
wow.
amazing.
We're lucky to have met you here then. And
I am lucky to be here.
What was your name?
Jay Lockman, L-O-C.
Jay Lockman.
Yeah, we've had a number of filmmakers come through here. Does the name Werner Herzog ring a bell?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he came and interviewed me a few years ago. And,
no way.
I'm in his film.
West Virginia, the small town of Green Bank in Appalachia.
What you're seeing behind me is a very large telescope, 100 meters in diameter.
How busy are you tomorrow? Because we would love to have a conversation with you.
I'm around.
Thank you so much, yeah.
And he turns out to be even the director.
Y'all see how just so freely network one another. I always notice that. That's a perk, I guess.
Yeah. You can't script this, bro.
YesTheory.
YesTheory.
Okay, now I'm going to have to write that down.
So feel free to...
You notice I don't carry a phone.
Yeah, I mean, there's no phone. So you take notes in this.
It's a wonderful thing. It's not backed up at Google, but...
After chatting for a bit, we somehow got into the subject of music.
So do you do old-time music?
Yes, exactly.
I was looking for some old-time musicians, actually, to show them.
Okay, so here is what's interesting. Our band is rehearsing at my house tomorrow night.
Almost like
amazing coincidence.
Yeah.
Blown away.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometime. All right, take care.
Jay, this was an honor. Speak soon, yeah.
Hey, they met the doggone.
It was the two things we were looking for at the same time.
HBIC.
Works at this place.
HNIC.
And a musician.
That evening, we once again showed up unannounced to a very rural hotel.
Wow.
Ooh! Are you on a bridge?
Room for us. Rural hotel.
Wow.
Gee, you're not just gonna skip past that like it ain't nothing.
To a very rural hotel.
Wow.
What in the world? What is that? They just skipped past it.
Hi.
That's scary.
Rooms for tonight available.
Yeah, how many do you need?
Oh, yes.
And it wasn't until the next morning that we actually got the chance to explore the building and its grounds.
Okay, there we go.
You have to check this out. This is amazing. A dream room to just read it.
Wow.
And you can go up.
Oh, staircase. Staircase always means adventure.
I've now decided I want to...
What if one of those book walls just mysteriously you could just push it and go into another room?
room like this in my future house.
We need to make decisions together about our future house, Thomas. You can't just make a decision.
Yeah. You said we?
There's a we there? What are you insinuating? Well, I'm gonna go on the
And then, as we sat down for breakfast, another serendipitous moment occurred. We bumped into a lady who told us that she suffers from this electromagnetic hypersensitivity.
And a lot of people don't know that the headache, the heart palpitation, the children's ADHD, all this stuff is really from this technology. Again, the public doesn't know about it because all the media is owned by telecom companies.
Electromagnetic
I believe that.
is a term used to describe a condition where individuals who are experiencing various symptoms attribute them to exposure to electromagnetic fields. These coming from sources such as mobile phones, Wi-Fi, and other wireless technologies which have taken over our modern world.
It all started in...
Y'all, this is like a domino effect. I so believe this. Everything, like, knowing that fact is like a domino effect in your life because, gee, I'm on this computer. That's sending electromagnetic waves. This telephone, that's sending electromagnetic waves and radiation from the cell towers. Like, gee. This is crazy, man. This is some interesting facts. Like, don't you love it here, guys? You get to learn and laugh here.
In 1994, when she was a secretary at a medical analysis lab. A rash appeared on her face and she began to suffer from reoccurring migraines and extreme fatigue.
However, the wider medical community often considers EHS to be a psychological or psychosomatic condition and dispute the validity of these people's claims. Still, those who...
Because they don't want to be exposed because of that almighty dollar. Look, science is science. And the truth, and one thing I'm learning now, ever since Cat Williams on Expose the World, the truth gonna prevail every time. The truth gonna come out whether you like it or not. The truth is gonna come out whether you like it or not. So these different companies, these huge companies, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to have a bad reputation. So they're gonna say whatever to dispute these claims. You realize that, right?
Experienced EHS have advocated for more research into potential health risks of the technology and have thus began seeking refuge in towns such as this, where they can escape the onslaught of constant overexposure to electromagnetic signals that we have become enveloped in these last few decades.
Very interesting to navigate life without phone service. It's this is how people used to hang out when you were friends. You just show up to their house and you knock on the door and be like, "Hey, are you free? Now,
you wanna play?"
Now, if I would do that to a friend, they'd think I'm insane. This is what we're doing.
Think of how it was in the 1980s, amongst the brisk of internet, just before the spark of internet in the 80s. Because you do realize the internet has been here way before it was presented to the world. They had to work on it, right? They had to, do a lot of creating. And there's documentaries and information out there about this. Like, the first computer wasn't the first computer. It was just presented as the first computer. You know what I'm saying? The government been having technology that we couldn't use. But it's just like, it's so interesting how we feel this way about the internet. Like, I don't know what I would do without the internet. But there's people that had to live like before us without the internet.
With one of America's most prominent astronomers, we are essentially showing up and asking him if he wants to hang out.
He said, "Come in."
How you doing?
I know you guys aren't here right now, but it smells like intelligent.
She said it smelled like intelligence.
You're certainly welcome to the house tonight. Really? Yes.
I'm so excited.
What did he say?
Certainly welcome to the house tonight. Really? Yes.
I'm so excited.
Exactly what I thought your office would look like.
Oh, there was
Messy.
on the board of the visit to the great man.
Oh yeah, that's Werner Herzog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you so much, first of all, for being open and inviting us into your office.
It's great to show off what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
These are contours showing how much hydrogen there is between us and extragalactic space.
Jay Lockman, the one who we just met in the parking lot yesterday, is the man who discovered the Lockman Hole, a part of the night sky.
Before we get into this, y'all, I took astronomy when I was in college. Gee. That ain't nothing. That's a headache. That's a headache, bro. I'm telling you, if you could take another different science class, don't take astronomy, bro. But, I mean, do what you want, of course. I'm joking. But, bro, that astronomy, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Like, that was rigorous. So, let's get into it. Prepare your minds and your brain, people. Let me rewind.
Yesterday is the man who discovered the Lockman Hole, a part of the night sky that lets scientists see as far out into the universe as possible, because it's the part that is the least obscured by the gas from our galaxy. From a ground level view, this patch of sky is so small that you could block it with your thumb at arm's length. But when you take a picture with a giant infrared telescope, you see this. Each one of these dots is a galaxy.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, guys, do you know how massive that is? Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. Take take a look at this. Look how big that is. Like, what did he say? Each one of these, each one of these things is a galaxy? Let me rewind it.
Of stars. You see this. Each one of these dots is a galaxy.
Each one of the dots is a galaxy. And you think we alone in this universe? Look at all these dots, this is like a grains of sand. There's no way we are alone in this galaxy. No way.
Containing billions of stars.
So this is the most transparent place in the whole sky if you want to look outside the Milky Way. Thanks to a puckish friend of mine, it got my name on it. I was completely unaware that it was being named after me.
Yeah.
I would have named it the Lockman Window.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we
the
couldn't
window.
believe Dr. Lockman was willing to take the time out of his day to teach us about his work. And for the next hour, he proceeded to blow our minds with what the huge telescope had allowed them to discover.
You can download this. This is the cloud I'm working on. It's on a collision course with the Milky Way, and this is bringing in enough material to make 1 million new stars. We've discovered over the course of my career.
Why does he have a phone?
1 million new stars. We've discovered.
Is that a
and
disposable?
this is bringing in enough material to make 1 million.
Why does he have a
new
phone?
stars. We've discovered over the course of my career that normal matter, the stuff we're made of, is a small fraction of the mass of the universe. That most of the mass of the universe that holds galaxies together is dark. It does not give off any light. All we do is we feel its gravity. This is so cool.
Wait, I'm trying to grasp my mind around what he just said.
Is dark. That most of the mass of the universe is a small fraction. We've discovered over the course of my career that normal matter, the stuff we're made of, is a small fraction of the mass of the universe. That most of the mass of the universe that holds galaxies together is dark. It does not give off any light. All we do is we feel its gravity. This is so cool.
I told y'all you gotta prepare your brain for this astronomy stuff, bro.
I was in Ireland just last fall.
So we'll see you. This was an honor.
Ooh, shattered my mind too.
Very inspiring.
Yeah. On our way to Lockman's house, we thought we'd take a moment to watch the sunset and give Kate some support for her music dream.
We just found a really nice viewpoint.
Wow, that's incredible.
Ooh, that's nice.
I get why you were drawn to.
Look at that view, y'all. And the sun is just like peeking out. It's like a glimpse of heaven. Look at the mountains, the fields, the trees. They got it made there in terms of relaxation, don't they?
I get why you were drawn to move back here.
For sure.
It's really beautiful.
Wow.
Did the music interest come to you when you moved back here?
It's kind of hard to like live in a city and listen to fiddle tunes, so I definitely like spaced out of it.
Yeah.
Then you come back here and this kind of music really makes sense. It like fits the spirit of the place.
What are the steps that you feel that you need to go pursue it?
You know, you always get like that fear in your head of like, what if it doesn't work out? Like maybe people won't understand, or like, how am I gonna make it something that people would want to watch?
I hindered myself for many years to like post anything on social media because I was afraid people would attack me, and I see myself so much in you saying that, but also remember there's like millions of positive, loving, kind-hearted people out there ready to like support you on your journey as well. I know that.
Thank you. After today and yesterday, thinking about how small we are in the whole universe, I mean, why not just try things?
Yes, yes.
Do you record these songs that you write every week, or how do you?
On my voice memos app, I have like 5,000 voice memos.
We like to empower dreamers at YesTheory. We were talking, and when we heard yesterday that you don't have a mic, we want to gift you one so you can actually start recording your music.
Oh, thank
and putting it out in the world.
I'm like shaking, you guys can't see, but this has been the best.
It's been
How is your camera?
I bought it. It's not great.
Maybe we need to add a camera to that. So you can record and capture things and put it out.
I will do that too.
Let's go.
That's your music game. That's a good deal right there.
He doing all that grabbing on her. Calm down.
I'm gonna cry.
Would been like, boy, if you don't get.
So beautiful.
And for our final 2 missions of our trip, experiencing old-time music and getting invited to a local's house,
Rehearsal going on. I can't believe we got invited to his house.
we were blessed to accomplish that with the very inspiring Mr. J. Lockman.
Yes.
Okay.
Good to see you again.
Got wine in the kitchen.
Oh.
There are snacks there.
Nice, the violin man.
With these guys, we've been playing together. We've known each other for 50 years.
Wow. Yesterday, we met this man in the parking lot, and now we're in his house watching him play old-time music. I never expected the director of the Observatory to be the one to introduce us to the local music.
In the ultimate clash of modern and old, we are watching a man who's literally mapping our universe and studying aspects of science we are yet to understand while playing old-time music preserved from hundreds of years ago. This was a really interesting and oddly serendipitous trip for us. As contacting anyone from this area is difficult, we decided to just drive to it and improvise, and somehow ended up meeting the full variety of people we were hoping to encounter.
What we should do is find some repertoire we can play where you can sing. You want to make your debut?
Oh yeah.
Let's go!
That's nice.
I have a gig, my first gig.
We
Her
left
first
with our
gig.
minds blown from
See
Lockman's
how-
insights and some interesting.
See how quick your dreams can just flourish? And she was talking about how she wanted to just give it a try. Be such a small fraction of the universe. See how rapidly the universe can start to work in your favor? Man, love it.
Perspectives that we hadn't been exposed to before. A part of me wishes we could enter a quiet zone without internet or cell phone service more often. The unintentional detox we experienced felt truly refreshing, and maybe it should be something we can find access to in more parts of the world.
That was great.
Your style of singing.
Thank you. I love your style of living.
For now, we would like to leave you with a final piece of wisdom that we received from Lockman.
If you could tell something to humanity, what would you tell them?
It's take care of the home place. Take care of the home place, you know. If you want to be a galactic civilization, you've got to live longer than a few hundred years. Our species is very aggressive. Really, really, really aggressive.
Tell that to you.
And so I think we need to learn to control our natural makeup in ways that are productive and sustainable.
We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. You know what it is. That's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. I would love for you to comment throughout. If you commented throughout the video and you stayed, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share even. If you like what you saw in any way, shape, or form, try to give me another chance. That's it for this end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.